you're making tips last minute. I'm sure you made a couple hundred. Guys, 784 number.
I love you too. You want a dog in your lap?
No. Oh.
What are you doing?
He's saying hi.
As their least favorite in restaurants.
You better not fucking restart that video.
Only 17 out of 76 diners favored your restaurant. Marcel, what happened?
We had a couple bumps in the road. There was kind of like some issues with last minute tweaks on dishes. Pickups were laborious. It's complicated.
Thank you, honey. Hey, we got a like.
That's kind of what we do.
Break in my house, steal the TV. That.
And a lack of togetherness.
Broken off and started organizing.
He hates being on camera.
There you go.
Did Daddy put you on camera?
What up, Alf?
Let's start with you.
I'm trying to share some shit. It's not going the way that I wanted it to. It's taking its sweet time.
Mike.
Oh my god. I just don't fucking have patience today. I never have patience.
Antonio.
Just very, very sad about your source. I know you can do
Okay, share.
It was too salty and a little sticky. So, crushing blow.
Marcel.
Why phone? Why now? I wanted to like reinforce that real parsley flavor to kind of like cut through. Is this the best way to get parsley flavor to the dish? I would say no. Because you're not left with
Okay.
flavor. Your dish was missing texture. I mean, everything was mushy.
I want to talk about your surprise dessert.
Oh my god.
Anybody up here like this one? It was a thumb in the eye at the end of the meal. It was really, you know,
It's.
Tiffany.
The asparagus, just slice it thin lengthwise and put it in water because you're trying to make it curl. New little trick, but you're pulling out all the flavor.
Oh, let's see. No rules.
Let's talk about front of the house.
There were moments when no one was on the floor. We're at one point looking around going, there's not a waiter here.
When you're having arguments online, it's a lot, and it's hard. It's hard to control.
Arguments on the line? God, what was the argument about? It was just a miscommunication with me and Marcel on the line. We got to an argument. I don't like the way he was talking. He was mad because he felt like I wasn't doing the fish right. He cooked my dish. And Antonio stepped in like, no, we're sticking to the game.
All right, so.
That was that. I would repeatedly ask Mike, I'd be like, how long on something? And you're like, oh, well, I have to do this, I have to do that.
Now,
I gotta do this. And I'm like, look, bro.
we do have our poem set up, which is always fantastic. And I love this part. No workouts tonight. Tonight is the one rest day. We have incorporated vertical presses.
Wait, what?
Vertical presses?
We're doing that today?
No, we've incorporated that on Mondays. So now we only have one day when we are not working out. Fantastic. We're trying not to overuse the same muscle groups, letting them have time to recuperate, which is wildly important. And hello, Santi. Jason, when you invite somebody over, it's not breaking into your house. He goes, break into my house, steal the TV. You're inviting somebody over.
He said steal the TWs.
It's TVVVs.
I thought it was just two W's.
All right. Okay.
I don't know if I already told you about your chair.
All right.
You just need one person to be like, I'm in charge, this is gonna happen. You can't physically force somebody to do something.
We have our variety of smaller creepy crawly critters here. These are 2 Monocentropus balfouri slings and 1 cobalt blue tarantula. The 1 tarantula sling that is constantly out is Tiger. Tiger is always hunting. He's always ready to eat, and this Friday is going to be feeding day for our little animals. So the cobalt blue has been hard at work.
He helps everybody elevate their dishes.
Unfortunately for this little creature, it did anchor some of its webbing onto the lid. There we go. Now we're not going to miss the cage again just yet. I will, however, show you this stunning web design. Ayo! Now, it took a minute for this particular tarantula to really get a handle on its fears, which I think was keeping it from really trying to invest the time into building a hide. But once this animal got accustomed to its cage, it went to town. And it actually made a wider web funnel than the larger tarantulas that we've got. Hey, Mimi! You can barely see it in there, but that's a good thing. It needs to have its seclusion. These critters are technically considered fossorial due to the fact that they spend the majority of their lives underground regardless. So, even as an adult, we're probably never going to really get to see it unless it comes out to try and give me a love tap, which is another way of saying it gets bitey. Or mighty bitey. We go through. Now, for anybody interested in getting some of these, I recommend you go and check out pnwarachnids.com. Our guy, Aaron, over there, he breeds, sells, collects, and sells tarantulas. And I'd say all of our newer tarantulas come from him. So, this critter right here, you can't really see her. Gotta love tarantulas. She is just right in here. That is our other Socotra Island blue baboon, or Monocentropus balfouri. You can actually see her toes. Oh, she did not like the light. Now, we let the cages dry out quite a bit before we go and nail the far corner with water. These tarantulas, these Monocentropus balfouri, need to be in drier climates. These are our adults over here. They start out so small, but they are such a treat to have. We're going to be collecting the molts as they grow, and I think we are going to be creating a catalog of their growth, marking down the rate. Oh my goodness. How was my day? My day was good and quiet. The only thing I don't like is how close I came to not hitting my walking goal. Alright. You're fine. Look at that. Look at how small it is in comparison to my hand. That is just the smallest freaking tarantula on the planet. Teeny tiny. Little baby.
I'm pretty shocked that I'm going out this early in the competition. I had high expectations for myself, and
Alright. It was not nearly as interesting as it was yesterday, that's for sure. Yesterday, some idiot with a gun was firing off rounds just down the highway from us. And yeah, nothing spells erratic like that kind of behavior. Portland at its finest, let me tell you. None of the shots were directed in our direction, but still, like, could we not? I would rather not have to deal with that. Oh, you little shit. There we go. No, it was crazy yesterday. Today was definitely better. It's a colder day. It was a calmer day. I had leftover pizza. I had 2 slices of leftover pizza, and I ate 3 eggs.
I'm surprised you have like what, 6 left.
Something like that. Their first molt will probably be, I'd say, in about another month. They have yet to eat enough to warrant a, what would you call that, a molt watch?
I don't know how ravenous that one eater was.
That's why I haven't dropped any more, because he'd eat every fucking day if we'd let him. So this right here is our Harpic deer Polcripes. Since he's realized that we've been eyeing him through the back wall, he's started matting up a little bit more. Like from right here, you can barely see into his domicile. You gotta look at that. This, just like the Monocentrobus balfouri, is an arid species tarantula, which means you want to keep it as dry as possible while maintaining a water dish. There was a guy that got fucking called out this morning because he said, "Oh, it's fine to not water your tarantulas for a while. People go about just letting their tarantulas get hydration from their prey items." And like, I kicked off the comments, and I was like, yeah, that's what some idiot told me too. Until I put a water dish in with my balfouri, and he started drinking. As it turns out, all of your tarantulas need to have a water dish, so that all of them can maintain a level of hydration as they see fit. Alf, no. Stop trying to convince people that you and me are a thing. The only thing that we are is one comment away from a restraining order there, buddy. Are you feeling okay? All right. No, today sucked. Man, I am so sorry. I saw your post on Facebook.
Me too.
That shit is terrifying. I lost my father to, I don't know if you call it heart disease. He had a heart attack. And
Did he have heart disease though?
I don't know if it was just heart disease or a sudden onset of a clot. But, yeah. Oh my god! It's just, oh my god, I forgot to do something. Where's my tablet? Sorry, Durs, you are the one that reminded me that I needed to do this, and I think it's for obvious reasons. I really was not expecting that. Oh, we have 5 watching. Good night, Alf. Same bat time, same bat chill. There we go. Thank you for the likes, guys. Like I said, we do have a poem ready. We're going to take care of this animal right here, and then we're going to showcase the poem. We already took care of the baby tarantulas. But if you want to see them again, we can show them. Well, really just show one. The others are kind of hiding because that's what they're typically supposed to do. The one that's going haywire, just staying above ground, eating whatever it can. There's a reason why its name's Tiger. And it's its behavior. Yeah. So this is a Lasiocyanosazamai, a tropical terrestrial tarantula typically found in Brazil. Tropical terrestrial means that it needs to be in a humid environment with dirt to play with, though since these guys have matured out into males, they have had no interest in trying to dig. Crushes. That being said, Sugar Daddy Durs, we actually had 2 kids that OD'd recently in our town. I don't think they died. But they had to get rushed off to the hospital because they decided to take fistfuls of caffeine pills. Like a couple of extra dumbasses. Like extra stupid. I actually went and introduced that particular language to one of the supervisors because we were talking about bad behavior amongst individuals that were wearing clothing with company insignias.
How dare they?
Well, it's the fact that they were being
Idiots while
yeah.
their company.
Yeah. So I introduced him to the term extra stupid. Not just your standard stupid, but your extra stupid. These critters right here are typically insectivores. Larger species of tarantulas can dip into vertebrate species for food. They can. However, when you get tarantulas this size, the likelihood of this tarantula coming across a vertebrate creature, like a mouse, a rat, whatever, that it can successfully... Oh yeah, they managed to do it, Durs. I know that you have been trying for a while to get yourself there, but apparently if you take 5 or 6 caffeine pills while you are still developing your organs, you can overwhelm them and potentially die. Care for these animals is pretty straightforward. Keep them humid. Keep them in a dirty environment, if you would. Make sure they have plenty of things to crawl over. We're going with greens for this particular species right here. Going into the future, we might go and get some grow lights to set up some other areas with plants in cages, but that's not quite what we are doing in the immediate future. Ouch! Fuck. Yeah. Kids think that abusing substances is cool. They don't realize that adults tend to do that because they are trying to run from their emotional trauma. Trauma caused by drama. By the way, that is a online book, an ebook that I wrote, full of old poetry of mine. Is Trauma Caused by Drama, I believe, on Amazon. So, if you want it, you can go chase it. I don't know how much of that I'm going to see. But at least you'll get something to read. Oh, fuck. How did you have that? Oh, there's a note right there. Okay, I found it. Now. Come on. I think I consume more than that. Good old-fashioned realism right there.
That's at least how much you do a day, huh?
Yep. All right. Alf's not going to be here to see this. Let's see. How big is that? Okay, that's much too close. Don't tell me. Come on. Why? Oh my god. Us into a rhyme. Trichobatrachus robustus is an animal we must discuss because of a defense I trust will disgust some of us. Why is... Oh my god, I'm on... And thus I thrust us into a... Hold up. Trichobatrachus robustus is an animal we must discuss because of a defense I trust will disgust some of us, and thus I thrust us into a rhyme I'm sure will sound sublime in due time. When forced to contend with foes who intend to offend, these frogs defend in a way that tends to send the weak to a place where they can pretend they never heard of said amphibian friend in the end. For this creature forsakes bones it breaks when its life's at stake to take on predators out to partake in a meal that will make them ache. Like an obscene scene featuring Wolverine, these critters mean to lean into those who are keen on trying to convene upon these stabbing machines. This African species crafts degrees of unease when foes attempt to seize them to appease needs these frogs find displease. They're primarily insectivores looking to score bugs or a mate they can fight for if there are more. Males looking to prevail and trying to nail a female. They will fight with their claws when they catch sight of another who might delight in females without feeling contrite over trying to smite suitors who advance at night. After copulation, the males protect the next generation from predation using hairs prepared for the situation to garner an accumulation of oxygen for the occasion. Standing by, ready to defy predators nearby who try to eat eggs they eye. All right. So, This particular species of frog lives out in the woods and or around aquatic features in Africa. They are keen on eating invertebrates, whether those are worms or insects, it matters not. And when they are put into situations where they have to face aggravations, they have bodily manipulation that that is disgusting. I wasn't even going to try to rhyme that last one. They have a tendency of breaking their bones, jabbing them through their skin, and stabbing their opponents with said bones. Yeah, so as close to Wolverine as we can manage in the wild, these creatures are definitely not something to take necessarily lightly. The males will develop hairs on their backs in which they take in oxygen that will help them stay under the water whilst defending the eggs. They tend to have babies the same way any other aquatic frog does. So they still have the copulation situation. It's pretty cray-cray, and don't mind me, I was just itching my toes, because hearing about bones breaking and being pushed through the skin intentionally makes my toes itch. When it comes to owning something as a pet, that's not something I really want to invest my time and money in. I don't like the idea of having an animal that's going to stab me.
Really? We have cats, dogs.
I'm looking around at all the tarantulas that literally have fangs. You know, there is that. The American badger, it's not quite as potent as I recall to the honey badger, which literally goes after the testicles of any male opponent, any male creature it goes up against, to render them unable to fight, which that would render me unable to fight if something went and tried biting my nuts off. The honey badger is not to be trifled with. It is not something you want to go and provoke in any way. Befriend, possibly, because that kind of crazy on your side's definitely coming in handy down the road. Hey, the Tangled Cannon. We just did a poem about the Wolverine frog, if you would. Yeah. This creature breaks its bones to stab its enemies. Not necessarily enemies that are looking to eat it. Sometimes the males will literally stab suitors that are going after females that they're interested in. Ridiculousness. Nature is mortifying. All right. So, Durs, are you good, or do you want me to try showing you the babies? Your baby tarantula is not coming out for shit. The best thing I could potentially do is figure out where that other camera went off to that we can use, the other Wise camera, and set it up so that we can kind of get a view into the cage and try to get the little critter coming out at night, because they are very much nocturnal. But outside of that, I don't think we'd be that lucky. I thought we put that camera by the back door.
Yeah, but I thought we moved that we cleaned since then over there.
Huh. I trust you. But also work with coyotes sometimes. That's crazy. Interspecies relations like that is a little bit unheard of. Just a little bit. Thank you for the likes. Yeah. So those who don't know, Alf is having some medical scares right now. So if you pray for him. Look at that critter right there is our other Lasiosianosazamai. Our other tropical terrestrial tarantula. A ground-dwelling species that stays a size that doesn't quite displease, making some weak at the knees. Though they are much faster than some of the larger tarantulas we've got, they are seldom out to bite. Matter of fact, most tarantulas aren't out to bite. The cobalt blue tarantula, that's another story. That species is notorious for being stressy and aggressy. One might even call them testy. Are you laughing at what I just said? No? What?
Pictures of Munchkin sitting like how I am now. And slowly flowing backwards. Like the picture don't.
How many tarantulas do we have? I think it's 13 now. Okay, we got to go and do the math here. We have 2 Lasiosianosazamai, 1 Lasiodora parahabana, 1 Harpictira pulchrites. Pulchrites. 2. No, make that 4 Monocentropus balfouri, 1 cobalt blue, 1 green bottle blue, 1 white knee tarantula. So we have 11 tarantulas. Right? Am I missing anybody? I think that's it. 1 scorpion, 3 snakes, 2 cats, and a dog. Caring for tarantulas, generally speaking, is fairly straightforward in most cases. There are some species out there that do not make it easy. One of these species is the Carabina versicolor. They need a certain type of habitat that is hard to grasp. Some people swear up and down that they don't miss the cage at all. Other people swear up and down that the cage has to be well moistened. We did not have a good time trying to care for C. versicolors. We were not the best at that particular species. It was 1 or 2 and then done. We just could not get it even close to being an adult. So we pulled the plug on any future endeavors with that particular species. Know your limits. Know them. All right. All right. Ooh. Yesterday, though we usually do go and do like curls and stuff, I had to refrain from doing that with the sit-ups because my freaking arms were still sore from the pull-ups, which was new. I don't think I've ever had that happen before due to pull-ups. The back muscles, yes, that has happened before. That soreness has been there since I've started. Alright. Holy cow. I think everybody's sharing a bed in this particular cage. Ladies and gentlemen, these are dubia roaches. Honey, look at this. My goodness.
What's wrong with the floor?
What are you talking about?
Of the cage. Like, why are they all not on the floor?
I have no idea. Well, some of them are. But you guys okay? Maybe they're not warm enough. There was at one point a time where we went and put a heat emitter onto the cage. We might have to do that again. One giant orgy. And Alf is missing it. There we go. So these guys are considered frugivores, but we do feed them fish flakes instead. We're not constantly out trying to buy them like fruit off of trees and whatnot. They make for excellent animals to feed to other animals. That is why we have them here, raising them in a giant clusterfuck, commonly known as an orgy. However, it is too cold really for them to try procreating. They are mostly stagnant. Even in their existence, they tend to just lay there. If we put some heat on the situation, woo boy, and away we'd go. Or I guess they go. We would have very little to do with that whole ordeal. All right, hold on. I need to use you guys real quick. All right, we're good. I bet that is an acquired taste. Ladies and gentlemen, the only reason why Durs has acquired that taste is because the military didn't quite upgrade their MRE standards to something a little bit more acceptable. And Durs, back in the day, started taking it upon himself to try turning insects into delicacies, and now he swears by it. Granted, I have tasted MREs myself, and there's really only one MRE that was enjoyable. I think it was like a chicken enchilada. Do not recommend you eat MREs and drink alcohol, though. You will feel the MRE hit every last corner leading up to your colon. And it'll make you feel like you got a hole in your colon. So this right here is a cage. And in that cage, we have our white-knee tarantula, Charlotte. Charlotte is a pretty girl. Just gotta get past the texture. Look at that. Do we know where the heater went off to? The electric one? Okay. She is gorgeous. This is another tropical terrestrial tarantula. A critter that was once a heavy hitter. I think she matured out and no longer has the desire to really hunt as of late. She's still kicking it with us. I don't know if she's enjoying her stay here, but she's not quite as heavy, she's not quite as set on being in her den as she used to be. And I will take your word up on that. There's just no way. Okay.
Well, we know scorpions aren't.
Yeah, no. Especially the way those were kept. Holy cow. All right. It is 9:04. Well, hopefully this won't take too long. I was going to show Alf's video, but he's going to bed. All right. So this that is an Arizona Blondie enjoying her little habitat that we've got in there, her little house. I absolutely adore this particular tarantula because it was A, a freebie, and B, she's just so lovely. Her demeanor is so different as a juvenile compared to a lot of the others out there who tend to be more flighty. She tends to be extremely chill. All right, let's put her back. We don't need to feed the lizard because we did that yesterday. I think I put that in the calendar. Did he call it oregano? Fuzzy bat. Yep. And we're about to go and look at the biggest of the fuzzy butts that we've currently got on hand.
Oliver?
No, not Oliver.
Well, he's the biggest
I swear to God, honey.
of the fuzzy butts. I'll make that just for a little second.
These cages feel cold. Hopefully not too cold. It says it's 75 in here. I'm going to go and close that, honey. I'm worried about the animals. We're going to have to find out where the heater went off to. The scorpion is still laying down. I read up that scorpions, the closer that they get to having their babies, the less they move because they're conserving energy for the big moment. And she has been pretty much immobile all day. So she's still alive, but I've been having to look on camera to compare the various positions that she's been in, and it's basically her moving a claw. That is the main way that we are proving that she is still kicking it with us. So long as there's no mold, we're not going to be bringing her out of her spot. We're just going to be keeping her down there. Jesus. So this little shit, Legs, did go and eat a dubia roach this last, I think it was either Monday or Sunday. I didn't think that she was going to be hungry again, but lo and behold, she added a couple of more centimeters to that fanny. I hope they are.
You know that.
Hey, Omer. So when it comes to keeping New World tropical tarantulas, the key is making sure that the humidity stays up. Here we go. I just saw. I think that there's another dubia roach. Yep, there's another dubia roach in that enclosure. Surprised it lived that long. Oh my goodness. I just saw the dirt moving. Well, hopefully she'll tear up her den and nab it. So Theraphosa apophysis are related to the Theraphosa blondie, which is also, what is it? Also called the Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Now, kind of a misnomer. You have a bruise on your leg nub. Well, you gotta stop kicking asses so much, Durs. My goodness. Pretty sure your doctor would be shaking his or her head. Find out you're getting in brawls like that, sir. Oh, I got to play my my Milsim game. Guess what? The glitches have been fixed. So I am not having any more issues with that shit. So good. It was refreshing to be able to snap side to side and not have to worry about drifting in one direction or the other. I have no idea what kind of code they were having to deal with. But oh, that sucks. When it comes to the video game, for some reason, on occasion, it would act like there was a stick drift. So I'd be heading in one direction, I would let off the toggle, and I would keep heading in that direction. The only problem is it wouldn't just happen in one direction, it would happen in the other direction. Sometimes it would even happen when I was going forward. And it got so bad that I finally called it quits, stopped working on it, and then today I got an update on the Stop. The Discord server related to that, they said that they fixed a glitch. Duchess, go. They said that they fixed a glitch, and I was like, huh, I wonder. And in fact, that was the cause. No, go on. These dogs drive me nuts. It's not that bad. It's just something that we likely are going to have a hard time understanding. I'm still trying to grasp the idea of you being up in the rafters of a barn while having a prosthetic. Like, it's hard enough pulling off gymnastic shit like that, climbing up into rafters, but to do so damn near a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, that, sir, is wildly impressive. Wildly impressive. All right. It's so quiet. I can hear myself think. I'm wondering if maybe. All right. Hopefully it'll turn on soon. But still. All right. This is Charlotte. No, not Charlotte. This is my brain not on drugs. Imagine what it would be like if I were. And thank your lucky stars that I'm not. Safety first or my wife will beat me. That's a good reason to have safety first, to be honest. Okay. Tomorrow is freaking squat day. Whew boy. So this right here is Ducky, our female green bottle blue tarantula. She is currently gearing up for a molt, I think, herself. She got herself a nice big booty on her. Now, she is a fairly unique, well, she is of a fairly unique species. These tarantulas here, they need to have a climate that is, I guess you'd say, ever-changing. You have to let it dry out, and then you have to spray it. So every other day you come back. More reason to wear a safety harness. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see, will that do it? Hold on. We're just trying to get it enough to give her the feeling of having gone through a rainstorm. Just a little one. This will keep her environment the way it should be. That constant fluctuation between moist and arid. This unique habitat necessity is brought on due to the fact that out in the wild they are in both, perhaps, a peninsula, which is constantly having to deal with dry conditions than wet conditions. And thus, you have got to try to mimic this in captivity so you don't have a tarantula that is stressed out, because stressed out tarantulas don't tend to last long. At the end of it, honey. Why am I more tired today than I was yesterday? Okay, we have got to like screw that damn cat tree to the wall or something.
Right.
What the fuck?
What?
UWO with the devil?
Duchess. Move over, get down.
I'm confused. That's gonna happen quite a bit tonight, but I'm still confused.
Move or get down, Duchess. Go that way. Okay, go that way.
Oh my goodness.
What?
The male Monocentropus balfouri
Yeah.
is underneath the giant spider figurine right now. I still need to take care of those orange heads. We're going to draw the curtains to try and keep in some of this heat.
Well, it helps with that one.
With what one?
The curtain over there.
There's no curtain over here.
It's in the kitchen.
Oh, I already did that one.
Okay, that one.
Fine, I'll leave this one open. She likes to see me. I don't know why. It's like she likes me or something. It's weird.
That's one way to put it.
Which is funny because I'm not necessarily a fan of me.
Of what?
A fan of me?
Is it?
Okay. So. Bring this up so you're not constantly looking up at my noses. This. Right here. Is nowhere near as nefarious an item as it probably appears on it. This is actually what helps me do my pull-ups on Sundays, and what gives me the ability to do dips on Fridays, because we do push-up, decline push-ups and dips, working the triceps and pectoral muscles and somewhat of the shoulders. Yeah, well, he's sleeping off in his kennel right now. I think it has something to do with the season changes, because damn, I have a feeling I'm gonna pass the fuck out tonight. Okay.
So maybe try not to overdo it tomorrow.
Something might still. Anyway. So, earlier I showed you these critters through the looking glass, through the side of their enclosure. You kind of got an idea what they are. These are the adult versions of the babies that we have over here, at least two of them. These are Monocentropus balfouri. We have a male and a female. No, Duchess. No. This is our female Monocentropus balfouri, Glorm. And her boy toy is currently sitting underneath the Lego tarantula that we bought them to decorate their cage. Well, we didn't buy it to decorate the cage. We bought it because it was cool. And I was like, you know where that needs to go? In the tarantula cage. And now he's using it kind of like a gazebo. Look at that.
Oh, excuse me.
So these are another arid terrestrial tarantula species, which means they like it dry. However, that being said, pointing out again that you should always have a water source in your tarantula cages. The Chevron refinery over here in Cali and was an explosion and a fire last week. Gas going up high. Oh, fuck. It's not like California, just like Oregon, isn't suffering from the state leadership's tightening grip on the taxes that they put on the motherfucking gas. It's not like we're not already suffering from that, right? And then you guys got to go and deal with that shit. You heard about what our flawless leader, fucking Tina Kotek the Wreck, decided to do. Rather than listening to Republicans who had drafted a bill that would prevent any need from increasing taxes on the people, she actually pushed through a tax plan that increases taxes on everybody to try and keep ODOT, the crews that run our roads at the state level, operational. Her opposition found a solution that did not make it more of a burden upon society. What did she do? She shut that shit down and decided to push her own bill through, which is causing just so many people to be pissed off, me included. Raising taxes on gas, raising taxes on a bunch of other things, and I'm just like, fuck. It's not like we're already struggling, right? Tyranny. Any politician that is willing to pass legislation that increases the cost for the masses to live, merely to survive, without due process, that is tyranny. She's an individual that kept insisting that we must protect democracy, and then at the end of the day, she completely shirked her responsibility, her role, really, as a governor, and as somebody that is supposed to represent we the people, and just went straight into her own bullshit. But yeah, I did hear about the Chevron thing, and that sets me off. Speaking of gas and other things like that, it's...
Sorry if you smell it.
You think you're funny.
Yeah, aren't I?
Just life in the West Coast, or on the West Coast. It's great. This pollution was so bad we smelled gasoline that morning before it happened.
That's scary.
People could see flames for miles. People thought a plane crashed or there was an earthquake. It was so loud. That's fucking crazy. That is nuts. No. Putting about 40 up. We have taken care of those that. We still have to take care of needles.
I still want to get ravioli.
Do we want to try to feed her?
Not today. Wait till tomorrow where we can keep a closer eye on her at night. Well, no, we're both going to be gone tomorrow or Friday also.
When are we going to be back on Friday?
I don't know. We don't have a set time to leave either. It should be fine. It's because we usually don't leave until we get till 11 at the latest.
So we're going to wait till tomorrow?
What do you think?
Yeah,
we're
we
not
can.
missing as much rest at night. You could feed her first also and have the rest of the thing to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Even if it's just wait till tomorrow so she can be the first one you take care of.
Yeah. All right, we'll wait until tomorrow. We are gonna try to feed our little scorpion darling. It's been 3 weeks since she's eaten, and usually they stop eating about a week in advance.
So why is she not eating 3 weeks?
I don't know, but she's still gaining size. So no, what they'll do is they will latch on to their mother, and the mother will provide. So I'm not sure how that exactly works, but after about a week or so, they will go and have their first molt, and then they will leave their mother. At which
I
time,
heard that they stay on for a couple weeks.
well, in any case, once they start leaving the mother, we will ascertain whether there is a threat within the cage itself. Maybe their mother starts acting like she's going to prey upon them, stuff like that. And if that's going to be the case, we are going to separate them out, put them in their own little cages until they're old enough that we can keep them as a colony together. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Little bitch.
Did you answer her question about what they will eat?
I don't know what they will eat. Up until the first molt, I'm not sure how that's going to go. But they can, depending on their size, eat pinhead crickets, which obviously we have plenty of. So we will see, because they're probably
So we
going to...
won't need like the flightless.
I hope not, but if so, we will get them. Unfortunately, flightless fruit flies come in a batch, like a big batch.
We
So,
bought them before.
oh yeah, came in a little plastic jar, and it was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpion, yeah, I know. Shh. Shut the front door.
You telling somebody else? Rude, honey.
All right. The fuck is a Bolex?
Is he meaning a bow flex?
Do you want a bow flex or a bow legs?
Oh, it's a camera.
Oh god.
That. She made a good point.
Honey? Shut up!
No.
Where's the water?
No.
Oh.
Even Duchess was like, wait, what's going on? She just got a drink of water.
I'm about to get a drink of water.
Gonna go say hi to Daddy with that.
Yeah.
Go. And my daddy. No. No, Duchess. No, Daddy. Duchess, no. Duchess.
Shouldn't have told you that. All right. The babies can learn from Munchkin. Mother. Oliver, stop.
I love it, Mimi. No, Duchess. Oh. Ow. 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 Oh.
What is going on over there?
She's trying to back up into her lap. I don't want another sweet girl. That's Oliver.
Hi, baby. So this is Little Bitch. Little Bitch is a Lasiodora parahabana, or a salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. She is absolutely massive. Oop. This little critter is probably the most docile tarantula in my collection. Most of the time, she lets me go and pet her abdomen. Tonight, she was a little less inclined to let that happen. That's fine. You'll notice that when I did that, she did not kick urticating hairs. She did not spin around. She did not throw up a threat pose. She does not have any missing on her abdomen. What I'm getting at is the hairs on New World tarantulas will tell you a story if you pay attention. A tarantula that is less stressed will have all of its abdomen hairs. A tarantula that is somewhat stressed will have bald patches starting to form. And a tarantula that is overly stressed will be almost entirely bald.
It'll be naked.
Take, for instance, our male tarantula, Gem, who threw all of his urticating hairs at me because I was having to collect him to put him back into his cage when he bolted. Yeah, he was a very stressful mess. And the other, Lacioceano sazamai, or Brazilian blue violet tarantula, has a bald spot starting to form. These are both old males who will never have a chance to molt again because they have hooked out. This is a subadult, turning adult in the next month or so, because she will be molting for us again. How do I know? Because she is still eating like a subadult. Tarantulas that are still building up their bodies tend to eat more. Tarantulas that are not, like Charlotte, tend to shy away from food until it is absolutely necessary. No, Mimi, no. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Alright.
I don't know how to respond to that one.
Yeah, no, that I responded to it. It's fine. It's fine. You're okay, baby girl. There's a little bit of mold forming. I'll mist it down in the dry patches, but we don't want to overdo it. We might have to go in and do some spot cleaning tomorrow if it gets too bad. Sorry. I was trying to use the glass to keep you from moving. Girl, are you okay? Honey, I just stressed her out pretty bad. Yeah, but she is alive. She's just so chunky and so overtly pregnant that she tends to just stay in one spot. Yeah, I know. I'm not exactly happy with myself right now. Whoop. Let's not do that. Put her back. Leave her at that. Okay, so come over here. I did turn the heat up in the house to 76 degrees. It's currently 77 on the far end. Oh. She's not gonna die. She's gonna have babies. They need food. Okay. Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh, the orange head roaches. The food too. They're gonna be the last ones to take care of tonight.
I did almost like a classic smoked salmon on toast, red onion, Provence love, and creme fraiche. So clever. I just
It's a Prego scorpion, but kind of close
Did
enough.
she fall into the food?
I don't know. What I do know is she had to get up because of what she did. All right. Last and definitely least, because of how few there are in the cage, we have the orange head roach.
You know the funny thing about the scorpion?
What?
She did have a little bit of a wobble. Excuse me, a little bit of a wobble.
We're gonna pick the winners and the worst dishes. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like a New York Times reviewer up in this bitch.
All right. Okay. Whew. There we go. And we spritz it down, and we are done for tonight. And we're gonna go and mix myself up some protein shake. Oh. Now, you guys have a good night. Remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.